What is up, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, everybody that's tuning into this video, guys? You already clicked on it. You know what it is about. It's about Proverbs. We're trying to get some wisdom. We want knowledge. We want understanding so we can apply it to our life and actually help benefit other people on this earth, right? Because we know we are here to love our neighbors as ourselves, to serve God, and we're trying to do everything that we can. But we're going to need some wisdom for that. And guys, let's break it down today. We're on Proverbs chapter 1, verse 12, that we're continuing on to get that pithy saying, the wisdom and understanding. And it's telling us today, let us swallow them up alive as the grave and whole as those that go down into the pit. Guys, let's get right into it, right? So we already know in context, we're talking about that gain of cutthroat that Solomon is warning his son that we can actually apply it to our own self, right? The first thing he told his son, as sinner entice thee, consit thou not. They want to kill the innocent without cause. And I mean, guys, that and so just reading that graphic illustration, that's beyond wicked. You're killing innocent people without a cause. Okay, I see that person got some assets. I see the car. I like the material. I'm not saying stealing the item is not better, but taking an innocent life for no reason just to what? Just because you wanted to, right? And that's the king. That's what this gang is doing right here. They're trying to lure this young man in with that enticing, so relaxing, calm, welcoming invite. It's like, come with us, right? They bring you in, right? Come with us, come hang out. We're gonna go party. We're gonna go do this. We're gonna hang out after work, and then you start to see their true colors, right? The killing, the things that they're doing behind closed doors, and they already got you in. Now you're sucked into their gang, and let's continue on. What is it telling us, right? Let us swallow them up alive as the grave, and whole as those that go down in the pit. See, sinners, they're confident in their self. Let's be real. A person that's doing wrong, they kind of feel confident, especially I know I'm pretty sure I could be wrong, like I said, but God's grace and His mercy, it's thank God we have that. But sometimes I feel like God, He sets things up for the person to get arrogant and prideful and believing that, hey, I can't get in trouble, right? That person that commits a crime, right? Let's say for whatever reason, he probably had good intentions. Like, all right, I'm gonna steal because I need to feed my family. And then the way that pride starts to take control of his life. He's like, you know what? I ain't getting in trouble. I never got arrested. I never got caught. I'm gonna continue on doing the same crimes and I'm gonna get away with it, right? And they're so full of themselves and they're gonna swallow these people up as the grave. I mean, what is it when you dig a grave? It's like what, 7 feet down in the ground. See, they're doing this stuff. They're gonna swallow these people up, and it's gonna be something that they don't expect to happen. I mean, I think without a doubt, a lot of us can say that we don't expect death to happen, right? You go on with your day, and God forbid, something happened, car accident, whatever, anything. You don't expect it to happen to, and then the grave is swallowing you up. That dirt is being covered up in your life. And that's the same thing these cutthroats are doing in this game. They're swallowing people up alive. Let us swallow them up alive as the grave and whole as those that go down into the pit. See, Solomon know the danger of evil friends, wicked friends, right? They're going to really lure you in to join them. And then the boasting and the confidence, like, hey, I got away with this crime. I stole this lady's purse. I did something small. They stole this car. They stole this. Boom, boom, boom. And this is all piling up. And we know ultimately God is not mocked. Whatever a man sow in his life, he will reap. And that's the harvest that's going to come back to you. As you're waiting for these people, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but we already know this is going to come back to those people that are doing wrong, that are killing innocent people, rolling them up alive. And I don't know about you guys, that's a graphic illustration of what I'm seeing right there. Imagine your grave, you're still alive, you're being thrown into a hole 6 or 7 feet down, and dirt is being thrown onto you. And that seems like that subtle death. And that's a lot of things that these people are doing right now. They go to this person. You don't expect that to come. The same way how you don't expect death to come, they rob you, they kill you, and it's just swallowing you up alive, right? They have no hesitation. They have no regards for life. They have no fear of God, because ultimately, if you look at another person, you realize that person is created in the image of God. Why would I take that innocent person's life? Why would I steal the material things? Why would I want to do this? But we know that peer pressure can really lead people in that direction. They don't want to feel left out. They see other people enjoying their life. For whatever reason, they're calling that young man to join the gang. Thank God for God giving Solomon this wisdom to write it to us. Because we know peer pressure is real as an adult too. Sometimes you might look at your neighbor, you see the stuff that they have, and that peer pressure starts to hit you like, man, you know what? I'm doing what I got to do, all this stuff. And you might start to get envious. You might start to get jealous, and you might end up doing something else, right? And then that's when that gang of cutthroats come into your life and it starts to speak to you. Hey, man, we see you working hard, but it looks like you ain't bringing much in. You should come with us. Let me show you this business adventure, right? And then all harm, you think it's safe. You're like, all right, he's talking about business. What can really happen? And you realize that they're doing some things that are shady. They're scamming people. They're lying. They're doing all these unethical things. And now you're right in there. All right. Now they already got you into part of their game. It's just how it is. So once they kind of got you in there and they believe that their crimes are bringing them success, they will never get caught, that nobody knows what's going on. You might just feel like it's just a little scam. I'm doing a little fraud here and there. It ain't nothing big and stuff like that. And I want to use David himself as an example. David got Uriah killed in battle just to take his wife. And David forgot ultimately who was watching him. God, David got judged for that. The things that you do, you're going to have to pay for that. That crime that David committed came back to bite him the same way how these cutthroats are living their life. That crime that they're doing right now is coming back to bite them in their lifetime, guys. And guys, I don't want to say too long onto this topic, but we kind of got the context, we got the information, and we are going to continue on moving on, breaking down the more pithy things to Proverbs. I'll see you guys next time. We break down verse 13, and you can all stay blessed, and I'll see you guys next time.